Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Psychology Eats. So, what's eating you? Psychology Eats is here to help you. What's eating you? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Yeah, y'all read the title. Ooh. So, it's been several days since Tim was convicted. And this is where psychology plays a role in trying to understand the mindset and behaviors of a person like Tim. And we try to do that. We want to do that. We want to analyze and understand, not to fix Tim or a person like Tim, because there's nothing we can do with him now. There's no fixing him and or returning him to society. Although, we'll have to see how much time he gets. He could come back into society. He could. He could get 5 years, 10 years. I don't think they didn't do sentencing yet. But for the most part, when we're looking at somebody like him with that type of mindset, some people say, oh, he's evil. We use that word evil. Can we treat evil? Can we touch evil? Can we understand evil? So in psychology, before it became a real science and a study, we would refer to people who did things like this, evil things, murder, rape, as people with evil spirits. And back then, they would burn them at the stake. Like, there's nothing we can do with you. Like, your mind is so effed up, there's nothing we can do with you. But now, in modern times, we look at people like Tim, who, and I didn't hear any psychiatrist, psychologist, anyone, I don't believe the defense or the prosecution that I'm aware of had any testimony from a psychiatrist or a psychologist. If they did, put it in the comments. I believe that he has antisocial personality disorder. And that's only based on the evidence and what we know, what we've seen, what we think we know. Because watching him on a reality TV show, if you would have told me 10 years ago that this was going to happen based on what we knew about Tim 10 years ago, I would have said you crazy. It is no way, right? What reality TV presented to us was a lie, allegedly, based on testimony from people back then, and now it's a lie. It was a lie. And I think we've heard that so many times before from other reality TV people, that a lot of what we see in reality TV is produced, chopped up, edited, and given and fed to us, and then therefore we believe it, which was, I think, so difficult for people to believe, including myself, that Tim could have possibly had anything to do with the murder of Andre. Because we didn't see Tim's anger. We saw one out of all the episodes, we saw one episode where he displayed anger. Maybe two. with Janae when he was trying to take Timmy from Janae that day, and then the episode where he attacked Andre. But other than that, we didn't see that side of him. We didn't see the womanizing part of him. I remember one episode where he was talking to Monique, and when he was having this, when his relationship with Janae, and they were talking, and he told Monique that he's been good. That was the only indicator that he had a history of being a womanizer. Like, we didn't see that. We didn't know that. And that shows a lot of lack of empathy on the part of Tim in creating all of these sub relationships that he apparently had. He said in his own testimony that he had been in relationship with Terica since 2009, a client relationship where she was the prostitute and he was her client since 2009. That crosses over Janae. That crosses over the woman that he's apparently with now that had his last kid. That crosses over Jennifer. So, and even with Jennifer made claims, Jennifer was afraid of him. Jennifer was really afraid of him. And now she's starting to talk a little bit more about it. And I'm not sure who's going to come up with a tell-all book. Is it going to be Janae, Jennifer, this lady? Tim, he's not going to be capable of telling the truth about any of it. Tim will die saying he never did anything to Andre, that he wasn't a part of it. And even his testimony and trying to make sense of his relationships with Terica and Travell, the shooter, just shows you once again, like, his ability to lie. His ability to lie. And the only thing that he is upset about at this point is how this has affected his life. You didn't hear him say, or make my children, don't take me from my kids, none of that. This was all about me. I didn't do it. I didn't have anything to do with this. Da, da, da. Where's the mourning for Andre? Like, where is that? So as far as redeeming himself or for Tim, it's not possible. How do we move forward in understanding the mind of someone with antisocial personality disorder? As psychologists, psychiatrists, and clinicians, we want to try to understand it to prevent it. How can we prevent another Tim, right? How can we prevent our children or our children's children or your children or child from developing this? Is it nature? Is it nurture? Is it genetics? It's so much in trying to understand this disorder that he obviously has. So hopefully there's going to be some psychologists, psychiatrists that are going to work with him, not to so much help him or fix him, but understand his mindset and his behavior to prevent it from happening or manifesting in another child. But I'm going to keep, researching and thinking about this situation with Tim, because it left a lot of us still shaken, still uneasy. This feeling of wow, just wow, like wow. So that's it for now. Thank you guys for listening. Bye.